far as I know, we're still
It just
not
ends.
not able to using this platform, and
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
it's
not even
worth
worth
trying
it.
to maneuver.
It's not
Yeah,
worth
exactly. If we're just gonna get shut down anyway.
Yeah. I think it's just better if we just focus on like the short form content that we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it
Um,
hasn't. The last couple has been. It's been kind of tough lately. Like it's been
yeah,
taking hours to get any views,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean,
Yours kind of did.
they're still not doing bad.
No,
Uh,
you know what I realized though? I think I have noticed it too. When I post like maybe one or two like in continuous, the views kind of like do go up. Oh,
hmm
and I was in Israeli TikTok today. It was
That's
weird.
weird. That's
Like
weird.
IDF TikTok, like
I
IDF,
got
like ugh.
that's really weird. Ew, don't be
Yes,
there.
yes.
I got onto MAGA TikTok like briefly, but yesterday, but all the comments on them were like, I must be here just because the comments are all negative towards this person. So I'm just like, maybe
Was it?
that's what I. Yeah, they were. They were all like, "You're stupid," like whatever. So I don't know. She was. I mean, she was being Islamophobic.
Oh, well, no surprise there.
I mean, that's what they do.
It's what they do.
It's the
Um,
big thing
okay, I
right
said
there.
Iran update and liberals attacking left as always.
Yeah, I did. I did Iran update and drama on the left.
That works.
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing, yeah. I'm still sick, by the way, and now I'm having like stomach
Yeah,
aches.
I hear you
So
coughing a little bit over there.
you have all the energy here today. I'm literally like yesterday. I could not like. I woke up at 2 o'clock with the biggest stomach pains, and I couldn't sleep for like fucking 5 hours.
I don't know what you
I don't know
got.
what's going on. It's the RFK effect. I'm calling it that. I'm just calling it the
I think
RFK Jr.
so.
effect. Like the dude
I
is
think
out
that must
here
be it.
killing people, literally. Um. All right. I got to. I feel like it's been so long since we've done this. I don't know what to do.
I know, and it's only we skipped 1 week,
1 week, 2 week.
not consecutively. We did do one in the middle.
Okay. We skipped one, did one, skipped one.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what we
All
did.
right. Knocking.
Oh, it disappeared.
Oh, perfect. All
Yeah,
right. Let me try
that's
again.
how we're gonna start this today, I guess.
Did you get that one? All right. Perfect.
Yes. Alrighty, share chat. There we go.
I reached out to somebody, by the way, for like a starting page, and I wrote him like a whole like essay trying to explain what I want, and he replies back to me, yeah, I can't do that. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, why do you have like that you can do stream starting screens? What's the point
Right,
of this?
right. Yeah.
What's going on? So I'm gonna try to reach out to somebody else, see if
Sounds
they
like a
can
liar.
do one.
Yeah, we need to judge. We need to judge up a little bit. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
be a
We'll
little
we'll we'll get there.
fancier.
We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I can use Canva. I should really be using some time to just sit there and mess around with stuff.
Yeah, but I want it to be like professional. You know, I want it to be good.
Ouch. No.
No, 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 not that, not
Okay.
like. Okay, you know what I mean. Like,
I want
you
it to
know,
be good, actually. So
you know
Ella,
what I
don't waste your
mean,
time.
dude.
No, I
Like,
know. I get you. Yeah, I would just be fucking around.
I have this vision in my mind of what it wants, like what it should look like. Um, and so like I want it to be that. Like I want us to have this. Have you seen like You've seen South Park?
Yeah, not like anything recent though.
Yeah, okay, but you seen like the
Yeah.
Donald Trump ones they're doing, and you know how his like it's just the face and like there's like a line in the middle and it's just like head moves. I kind of want that for us,
Okay.
but like us sitting on a table
Interesting.
like across from each other, like just and it just looks like we're talking back and forth. And like
Mhm.
behind us is like a bunch of TVs or like one TV maybe, and like news cycles are playing right through, and then we're just like talking. You know what I mean? And like somewhere in there, it'll obviously say like all the factors, and we could probably like we can add our own music to it or whatever. That's pretty simple to do like a soundbite.
All right.
I really
That
want to
sounds
add
interesting.
um the banger that Iran's been dropping, like all the music that Iran's been dropping. your government is run by pedophiles. Like I want to play that, and in the background, I think that'd be great. I don't know if that would get us banned, but
Probably.
but something, something cool like that. I want to play.
I heard that those videos were taken down from YouTube.
Probably yes. I think the channel was banned.
So
Yeah, I think the channel was banned. The Zog arguments are pretty strong in the tech industry right now. You know what Apple's been doing lately?
Zog? What is Zog?
Zionist government, Zionist run government. Yeah.
You're a little. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, no, that's apparently like that's a big one. Like in the stream world, like that's a big one. Like so I'll hear it all the time. But you know how what Apple did? So they took all the Lebanese villages that show up on the map and they just erased them. So like if you go on the Lebanon map, all the land that Israel's took over, there's nothing there. Like there's no landmarks there at all.
That's crazy.
So like the
So is that official?
real.
I mean, obviously Israel's occupying that land, but are they officially like claiming it now? Because I saw that there's like it's still in the works, like I guess agreements are still in the works, like because basically Israel wants to split it into 3, claim a third, occupy another third, and then the Lebanese people have this much of the north, I guess. Like right?
Yeah. So they want to go all the way up to the Litani, the Litani River is what's supposed to be the Greater Israel Project. Like they are claiming the land all the way up to the Litani River, and they're dividing it up to. I was listening to the press conference by the security chief, the top general, and he explains it. I think it's on. If you look up like Middle East Eye, he's like explaining it right on there, or they're posting his video of him explaining it. But what they're doing is they're creating a.
Sorry, I need a visual aid.
Yeah. Where's the Litani River? I think it's like that blue line right there. Am I seeing it?
Okay, that's not.
I mean, they've already bombed bunch of the bridges that are over the Litani River that connect the North Israel to the South Israel. I mean, Lebanon to South Lebanon. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Your screen's frozen, and I can't see anything, so that's why.
Ooh.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Yeah. So what they're doing is, I think they're initially creating a 8-mile buffer zone around the borders of Israel, where settlers apparently have already started to move in. And then there's another buffer. So that's I guess that's Zone C, and then there's Zone B, would be the military occupied zone, and then Zone A would be I think Zone A is the military occupied or military operation zone, and then Zone B is the military occupied zone. So the military stays in Zone B to run their own operations as a step forward, in front of the settler. And then Zone A is like where they are able to like just do any kind of military operation they want, and they kind of decide when they want to stop it or want to leave it if they do. So like that's kind of the zones they're kind of splitting it in, which is fucking ridiculous. Like
I mean, it's
what the fuck?
It's very brazen to me. Like you just come in and just
be like, this is ours.
This is ours now. This is mine now.
Yeah. Like if you just apparently if you go on like Apple, like all the villages like Tyre, El Narkha, Ben Jabalia, like all those villages are just
gone.
They're just not there. They're just not classified or anything. I mean,
wow.
Like Israel's been just basically like carpet bombing them and then just like erasing every single thing there. Oh, this doesn't show the Litani River. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm not finding one that has it on there. I don't know why. I'd probably have to have.
Just can Google Maps it?
Is it? I mean.
Should be able to just Google Maps
I
it.
don't know why. Whenever I go on Google Maps, it kicks off the share screen.
Oh, really?
Odd.
Or just regular maps, I guess. Let me see if I could just try to see it on my phone.
There. Okay. I still no.
Yeah, you probably had to zoom in.
Do you know whereabouts this river is?
I think it's. I thought I did.
No, that's a road.
Latani.
Okay, so those are not rivers; those are roads. Sorry.
So it's far. What the fuck? So it's up. It's like past Beirut. Like it's like you see Beirut.
Holy
It's
shit.
like up
Okay.
here. It's
Oh
up
my
here.
god.
Yeah, it's like up here. Like the Litani River is here.
Is this it?
It might be. Can you just type in Litani River and it should show up?
In the
Litani. Lit.
LIT?
Yeah.
ANI?
Yep, right there. Litani River, Lebanon.
Ah.
Oh no, it's not. It just showed up at the bottom. Oh, okay. Maps is wrong then, or yeah, Apple Maps is wrong. But yeah, so
Okay,
that seems
yeah.
more right. That seems more right.
So what's going on
Yeah.
with Apple Maps then?
I don't
no
know.
idea what's going on.
Yeah, I have no
Okay,
idea
I
what's
mean
going on
it's
with that.
still
So
a good like.
that's half of the fucking like a half of southern Lebanon.
Yeah. It's pretty
But like
deep.
the bombing runs they're doing in Beirut.
Yeah.
Like they're literally hitting Beirut, where there is no Hezbollah, and which is controlled by by the Lebanese government, who is here and talking about what they want to do is they want to get the Israeli government wants to get the Lebanese government on board to say you need to go in and help us and actually take out Hezbollah with us, and then hand over all the territory that Hezbollah controlled, which is pretty much part of, southern Lebanon, that we will take it over afterwards. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is your land, dude. What are you even fucking doing? And like the population of people is looking at their own government like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, it just doesn't fucking make sense. It just doesn't fucking make sense at all.
No, I mean it's insane.
It's crazy. But obviously there's been a lot of casualties on the Israeli side.
Okay.
I think the numbers were, because once you do ground assault, like, once you have on the ground troops, like Hezbollah is a heavily armed group. They were under the impression, like, see, this is what I don't understand a lot of the times. And when these people try to paint these groups as though they are like these barbaric, monstrous people, they're really fucking not. These are like highly intelligent scientists. And like you looked at, like, just for example, like the Iranian delegation that was in Pakistan, in Islamabad, to do negotiation just now. They're all PhD level fucking science. They have double PhDs in some instances. And on our side, it was fucking a field author, the president's best friend, and then the president's son-in-law, right? Like, and same thing with pre Nasrallah, who was the leader of Hezbollah, who got killed by Israel. And I don't know if you know, like, how they did it. Like, they literally carpet bombed a like 10 building infrastructure. They just literally were just like, we're just going to continue to do it. Like, just continue to bombard it for like 10 fucking minutes straight. And that's how they got him.
Right. Just
10
so
apartment
how
buildings
many
literally just dropped it.
how many civilians in the process?
Oh, insane amount. Like it's like 10 apartment buildings just got literally
Yeah.
decimated.
I know the death toll is over 2,000 of
And a
Lebanese.
million and a half displaced already.
Yeah.
But this is what I don't understand about this. Like Nasrallah was like highly educated. Like that is a very highly educated person. And their ideology is same thing with Iran, the old Ayatollah, the old one that's already passed away. Like their ideology has always been like, we want to kind of work with the West. You know, we want to work with the West. We want to be restrained. Like when in April, in one of the TikToks that I saw, she's so fucking annoying. But one of the TikToks that I saw, and then she's talking about, well, you know, we wouldn't have been at war if Kamala was president, and then you leftist like got Donald Trump, and now you can't fucking complain. Like, you know, like on one side we're so irrelevant, like that we don't even fucking matter, like you know, like
yeah, but we
can't
managed
decide
to
anything.
sway the whole 2024 election. Apparently,
exactly.
That claim pisses me off. Not to jump the gun on today's episode. That claim pisses me off the most because, like, that's why is that being repeated when it's not even supported by data?
Relevant.
Like,
right. Like
you can't just say that. Like,
exactly.
At the time, I don't think that was like a major talking point on the left for 2024. I mean, we heard about it for, of course, like, you know, staunch, like, I don't know how to phrase it other than like Gaza supporters, like anti-Israel. Like we all were, but I feel like there was like a lot of us were still like, okay, lesser evil voting. Like I mean, we both did, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
but it was, but no, I know exactly what you're saying. Like harm reduction, like you
I
wanted
feel like it was
harm
mostly
reduction.
like Palestinian American people and like, which I don't blame them for, you know. Like I wouldn't want to vote for somebody for a administration that's actively supporting the genocide of my people either.
Exactly. Like they sent 900 shipments of bombs.
Yeah. But that didn't sway the outcome of the election. The problem
not at all. No.
was that there was nothing for the people, like your friend who you texted me about the other day, who just wants to see change, like who wants his life to be better, who wants things to be more affordable. Like the Democrats didn't give him anything to hold on to because Kamala's whole campaign was, I'm going to keep things exactly the same, including Israel. Like,
exactly.
So like, why is that not the problem, especially at this very early stage in the game? And we'll rehash this again. And
it's midterms. Like, why are we even talking about presidentials?
That's right. Like, why are you forcing it on us? That's the bottom line. Also, like, at this point, at midterms, like, this is the time, I guess, if we're going to try to be pushing people to the left, that we should, because now it's Democrats in Democrat business. Like, we're minding our own business over here, trying to push you to the left, like, as I go to the right. But you know what I mean? But anyway, sorry.
No, but it's 100% like that, right? Like, and in the TikTok, she goes like, "Oh, we'll be at brunch." It's like, no, you fucking wouldn't be. Like, you literally fucking wouldn't be. And like, I have the perfect example of it in our prep. I put a Kamala video if you want to pull it up, and it's like, I don't even have to explain anything. I will just let that video do it. Like, I will just let that video do it. You know, and it's like from the horse's own mouth. Like, so you can't just sit here and tell me, oh, we will just be at brunch. You know?
Is it the older one or the gas prices in North Carolina one?
No, it's the one right below above that one, I think. Let me see. No, below that one. Right below that one. The Nate Blanchett one. That one.
You have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years.
Oh, no, maybe it's not that one.
And it comes to mind in terms of, and I've been.
I mean, it sounds. Yeah.
Oh no, it's the right. It is the one right above that one. So the East Brody, that link channel. But that one is kind of exactly what you were saying. Like, she's gonna do nothing different And people for 4 years were screaming like, "My life fucking sucks. Like everything fucking sucks." And then you go on interviews and go like, "I'm gonna do nothing fucking different." Yeah,
Well,
this is the one. This is the one.
so we bounced a lot. Do we want to? If we want to
This
talk
kinda
about
all
this,
ties in.
do we want to play this first and then
Okay.
play Kamala?
Yeah, we can do that.
Just
We
to
can do that.
add some context, because we're like,
Yeah.
we don't want to,
Okay. Okay, well, why don't you explain like what's been happening?
Well, mostly for you, but for me a little bit too. Our FYPs have been flooded with liberals, I guess, or centrist regular Democrats just going in on the left, blaming us for losing 2024.
Yep.
Saying that we're apparently we're all already encouraging everyone to vote third party for 2028. I think this stems from Hassan saying that if Newsom, I think, right, is
Yes.
the nominee in 2028, that
He'll
he
vote
will
third
vote
party.
third party.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, Hassan's one person. Like, we need to be.
It's Twitch streamer, dude.
Talking about Hassan is relevant because she's going to allude to him in this. I don't think she ever
not
straight up
exactly
says it,
say, right?
but
No,
she
she
like
doesn't.
hardcore alludes to him, and it's like, hey, it was.
And they all do that.
This is an interesting, kind of maybe beside but relevant. I feel like Hassan, especially in the past couple of weeks, is being held up as if he's a politician and not just a political commentator on Twitch in particular. Like this dude is like
This is
like,
a Twitch streamer.
I mean, he's smart, he's educated. Like I don't watch him religiously. I really don't watch him that often at all. I will say, like, it's just a vibe. I think he's for the boys. He's not really like that appealing to me. I'd rather watch like, the Majority Report. Like I talk about them all the time, obviously, but when I do listen to him, I think he's smart and I agree with most of his points. But he's not the face of the left. Like, I mean, maybe he is, but he doesn't represent all of the viewpoints on the left. And like,
so
I don't know.
Your camera's frozen again.
What is going on with my?
Yeah, no,
Am I frozen?
it's fine now. I don't know, like it just freezes when you like switch like scenes, but then it like comes back when like you do something. Ezra Klein,
I'll keep it on.
our favorite abundance writer, our favorite New York columnist and opinion writer, wrote a.
So did Ezra Klein speak, or did he write this before or after Hassan was on Pod Save America?
Before. So this whole thing. I didn't
realize this stemmed back to Ezra. Why does it always? It always does.
It's New York Times. Like that's the gray lady. That's the paper of record. So everything always stems back to the fucking New York Times, which is a pro-Zionist fucking propaganda as paper. But anyways, that's a whole different fucking topic. So the original crux of this thing started when it goes back to the most prominent race that has been happening, and the one we've been really well, at least I've been, and I know you have too, is the Michigan race with McMurrow, Haley Stevens, who is currently the senator, and Abdul Sayed, who I want to win because he is clearly the progressive. So that's where it originally stems from. So Abdul because Hassan, I watch him every day. It's kind of like my routine. I'll watch Denims in the morning, or Mike from PA, which I don't know if you know who Mike from PA is, or Central Committee. He's like to the left of Hassan. Like that is the left.
Actually, now that you say Central Committee, I've seen him. I've seen him.
Yeah, so I'll watch him, and then like by the time I get home, like Hassan's on, and like whatever I'm doing, I'll just have him in the background. I'm not really paying attention to him a lot of times. Like I like Hassan. For me, it's more about he's able to cover a wide variety of topics in like the 2 or 3 hours that I'm watching him, right? Like he's able to cover like multiple news stories, and I'm able to understand them, and I'm able to get a perspective that I'm not gonna get on CNN. I'm not gonna get on MSNBC, which are corporate pro like
Yeah.
America, and they're center right, channels, which they're not going to question the actual story. That's one. And then two is, I think because he's built such a following, he is able to reach out to people like, today he had Amy Goodman on from Democracy Now.
Mhm.
Like actual true journalists, leftist journalists that are on the ground and able to probably get, get the true story, like Dropsite. Dropsite.
Yeah.
If I'm listening to a story on Dropsite, I know I'm getting probably the most unbiased
Yeah.
information that is
They're
available
there.
today.
Mhm.
Hands down. Even
Yeah.
NPR. I was listening to fucking NPR, who I love. You know how much I love NPR, and I listen to only them when I drive, and I'm sitting there, and they have this left and right, younger people, because they sound very fucking young, but they're clearly politically integrated, and they're
Mhm.
talking. And this leftist person, I shouldn't even say leftist, actually, that's probably an insult to me. This clear Democratic Party aligned person, and she's talking about the Democratic Party as if they're left, and then she's talking about us, like people with me and your ideology, as we're on the far in the
Yeah,
deep
we're out of
trenches
our
of
minds.
communism, right? Like in the
Yeah.
trenches, the radicalized, where we want to strip the, like, and I'm just
Yeah,
sitting
we're
there like,
horribly racist at the same time.
exactly.
Which is-
It's like
yeah.
the horseshoe theory. Like, we're just MAGA, and they're talking about like, well, we need to just step away from and this is fucking NPR, and I'm sitting there like, what do you mean? You're equating me wanting health insurance to the other person saying that like women shouldn't just have any fucking rights. Like, you're saying we're the same thing, and then we need to step away from that and meet in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
NPR is becoming more third way, and it's like icky. Like, it's disgusting to listen to. And I know they've been struggling because the Trump took the funding away, and I'm kind of going away from the point, and I'm going to get back to it. Like, I know Trump took the funding away, so they're kind of struggling. So they're like sitting there thinking like, well, how do we appeal to the broader? But you're dumb. Like, if I'm sitting in those fucking boardrooms and you're
Yeah.
talking about, like, if you're going towards the center, there's nobody on the fucking center. There's literally nobody on the center, and I'm going to prove it later on when we watch Kamala after this video. I will prove it. There is nobody in the center right now.
Well, people believe they're in the center. They'll respond to a poll and say they're in the center, but
Right.
when you actually
But,
talk
like,
to them, that's
ask them.
not what they believe. Because
They're left.
I mean,
They're
people will
left.
even say, yeah, I'm far right, because they consider themselves Christians, because they believe in traditional masculinity, traditional
Right.
family, or
But
whatever.
even them.
But then they'll go and say, like, well, I do think, things need to be more affordable, particularly healthcare. There needs to be, healthcare should really be free because blah blah blah. And
Right.
you're like, that's a far left idea. Like, that's not like
Right.
Or
Like,
I think billionaires are corrupt and they should pay more. Like, that's a far left idea.
or like, even like the people on the far right, or the Republican Party will go like, yeah, maybe everybody shouldn't necessarily have guns. Maybe there should be common sense gun laws. You know what I mean? They'll say that. They will actually believe that. Like that one kid we watch. He's in fucking Texas. He's just been taught in his entire fucking life that he needs to, be a Republican because that's who he is. But he believes in women's fucking right to choose.
Mhm.
Like, so
Like,
for NPR to
that's a
play
far
this, like,
left idea.
right,
Technically.
right. So for NPR to sit there and then go like, oh, we need to cater to this community and then try to meet in the middle. No, nobody's meeting you there. Literally nobody.
Yeah,
If
it's like
somebody's
you
Prince,
can
right?
you can play that all you want, but you're gonna lose listeners because nobody
Exactly.
wants to hear
Losing
that.
me, who is a fucking avid NPR listener.
Sad.
Right.
We're
I
gonna
listen
have
to
to-
nothing but NPR.
We'll have to
when I drive.
hold a funeral. I think their like articles are still fine, but they're mostly just like straight factual. I
Yeah.
don't really listen to a lot of their talk shows anymore because
Public radio.
I'm never in
Yeah.
the car, so
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll listen to some shows, but again, so for me, somebody that wants to consume information and consume factual information and like not be like when I'm listening to the center, like again, that show I was listening to, I'm sitting there like, why the fuck am I even listening to this? This is the stupidest shit ever. Like like obviously the far right doesn't appeal to me, and then the person pretending to be on the left side sitting there is telling me a blatant fucking lie, like literally telling me a blatant fucking lie. So like I'm listening to something that is like clearly fucking racist, and then the other side is just wrong. Like, you know what I mean? So I will listen to Dropsite, Sam Cedar, Hassan, and Pod Save America. You know, sometimes like they have good takes.
I like to listen to Pod Save America. I
have good takes.
I like to use it as a gauge too.
Yes,
to see where like. But also, it's interesting to see that like they keep moving like slightly to the left, like a little bit more.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I watched the full interview with Hassan, and
yes,
it's like Jon Favreau tried to argue some things, but
it failed.
His heart wasn't in it. Like it's like he knew it should be, but they like the arguments were falling very flat.
Yeah, because they've been trained because they were part of Obama's transition. Like when centrist meant what Obama is. Obama was a centrist. Like that's a centrist back then. Well, now exactly. Obama's like it doesn't exist. That doesn't exist.
Yeah,
like his thing doesn't exist.
Because the arguments that did like sort of hit from Jon Favreau, I guess, against, and they're not even really against Hassan. They were all about like messaging, like not that it's wrong to say that Hamas is better than Israel. It's that it's a poor message. People are going to be offended by the words and they're not going to hear the message. And that's valid, but that's not really a critique of what he said. You know, it doesn't invalidate what he actually said, you know?
I agree. I agree with you. But again, maybe that's because I like Hassan and I listen to him and I understand what he's saying. But even if I didn't, if I didn't, and I just watched Candace Owens. This is the thing that I wanted to say. Candace Owens and Jon Favreau, like Pod Save the Bros, they've recognized what NPR is failing to recognize, right? Candace is just going far right. She's just like, I just need to go far right because I need to capture one side of the audience, right? And the Pod Save boys are like, well, we're clearly not fucking Candace Owens, so we just need to capture the left side of the audience because that's why they keep shifting left. Because the more left they go, the more their numbers keeps going up. And then Candace on the other side, the more right she goes, more her number keep going up, right? Like if they try to move towards the center, people are sitting there like, okay, this is another fucking like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris person. Like, get out of here. I don't give a fuck about this. But going back to what you said about the Hassan saying it's better than Israel, even if I didn't know Hassan and I've just watched Pod Save America or even Candace Owens, right? Because like those are the two big ones that are capturing the majority of the audience because Pod Save is the biggest show. It's past Joe Rogan now, and I've watched the most televised genocide ever over the last 2 years. And, me being me and I'm understanding what revolution fucking means and like how revolution is done, I don't get to fucking tell people that are being genocided how to fight back.
Yeah,
like, I don't get to say that.
That's what you would think being.
And most people do think that.
No, hold on. That's what you would think being on the right or being on the left to the point where you're watching like Hassan and further to the left than Hassan. It's not what you're going to think if Pod Save is the furthest left thing that you watch. If you, other than that, are watching CNN and MS Now, like you're going to say like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. That's anti-Semitic, like. That's
true. No, I can agree to that too, but I'm just saying like if I watched Israel just do a genocide live on TV, because there's nobody right now that thinks like, again, like polling goes, like Israel's becoming extremely unpopular with all age groups except for like the fucking boomers, right? Like it's 65% unpopularity right now. And the sympathizing with Palestinians is what, at like 55? Like it's much higher, right, than it's ever been. And then the unfavorability for Israel is much higher than it's ever been. This is kind of the point I go to. Like no matter, 40. If I tune into Hassan right now, there's probably 40,000 people watching him. Do you think like America's 40,000? No. Like even if he's capturing like maybe 2 million views, 2 million unique viewers every single day, but they're not staying, right? You even if you just watch CNN, even if you just watch like Fox News or whatever, you still go, I can understand that. I can understand that. I don't get to tell people that are currently being genocided how to fight back. I understand
Yeah,
that. But
I
yeah,
just
people
don't
might
think
go like,
that's
oh,
the
okay, maybe,
messaging.
like, well,
I
okay,
think
hold on.
that's not fully the messaging that people in who are watching mostly center Democratic media are getting. I think it's still very Israel's going overboard.
Yeah.
They are committing a genocide.
Yes.
But what Hamas did on October 7th is completely denounce it, unforgivable, not justifiable, inexcusable. Like,
Yeah.
all that. I think that's mostly the messaging. So hearing somebody, whether it's misguided or not, hearing somebody say that, Hamas is better than Israel would just be like, no, you couldn't comprehend. You wouldn't go
Yeah.
through the process of trying to understand what he's actually trying to say because the words are so shocking.
Yeah, and it's again like, and it's for those people that believe history started in October 7th, right? Like, because that argument is so like, if I'm talking to somebody and that says that, like, oh well, like, do you think Hamas is better? Yeah. Do you know that October 6th was the deadliest fucking year for the Palestinians? Like some 300 odd people died up until that point.
Yeah.
Up until that point. And then you go with year after year, year after year after year. Like, so like you act like October 7th is a vacuum to fit your narrative and make yourself feel better, but your argument falls flat, right? So, and then there's no
if you look
comeback
into
to
the
it.
history, you can see that it was basically just a powder keg, and eventually something was going to trigger.
Yeah.
That was going to trigger a genocide committed by Israel, whether it was October 7th, whether
it was already happening
a different
slower
attack, Yeah, but it's just.
There's so many.
There was it was predictable. Like after going back and kind of learning more about like the progression and the continued escalation over whatever those decades. I can't do math right now. Over decades,
80
you
years,
see that like it was bound to happen.
You literally watch, and you don't have to even like read a book or anything like that, which you could say like, oh, well, that author is biased or whatever. No, there's literal documentaries that Israel themselves have recorded of actual Israeli soldiers back in the Nakba, like the first Nakba that happened, and they're explaining some fucking gruesome shit. And they're doing it happily. These old people are sitting there talking about how they raped a 13-year-old for months.
Yeah.
How they locked people up, whole villages in fucking cages and shot them and unalived them. Like this is from their own mouth. Like it's online. It's clearly online. And so
and that's outside of creating a system where people can't thrive and they can't make money and they get educated but can't work and can't travel and can't go get health care and
nothing. They have their own special.
They can't even really, sometimes they can grow their own food and sometimes they can't because maybe this place is your land today, but it's not tomorrow. That's. It's a violent system outside of the direct violence with guns and bombs,
Right. So anybody that tries to do this whole thing, and I was thinking about it today too. This is why. Like this is what it's the Pandora's box dilemma to me. TikTok was Pandora's box, right? Like when it was, my TikTok is so different than what it used to be, and I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. They didn't realize how strong, because they didn't realize how strong it was going to be. Like the actual freedom, just a little bit of taste of freedom of information, when it gets to your people, when you break that propaganda, you can't put that back. You cannot put that back. So if TikTok wasn't there, our ideology and our thinking, I probably wouldn't even be aware of this issue. I would still be
right. It was
propagandized by
not in
Instagram,
your
Twitter, CNN. Like I wouldn't have found it. Like just the fact that TikTok was
yeah.
free and I curated my algorithm and like my algorithm fit that mold, like
And it just came to you.
genocide is
yeah.
bad, and it just came to me. And it just came to me like genocide is bad. Like that was the thing. Like and you could
I was
say like,
thinking-
oh well,
Oh, sorry,
it was
go
a
ahead.
weapon of the Chinese. You know what I mean? The Chinese did it to create this.
Yeah.
No,
Like, okay, well,
it's my
even
morality.
if that's, I mean, even if that happened, like, well, the U.S. and Israel are still doing that.
Doesn't
So,
change it.
like,
It doesn't
I
change what
mean,
US is doing.
Like,
Exactly.
the difference is that I can see it now. But I
Yeah.
mean, on that difference, on you saying that, like, if like things would be totally different if we were none the wiser. I was thinking the other day about how I met an IDF soldier once, like a really long, like several years ago, maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I knew nothing, right?
Right.
So like all
Nobody
I
knows nothing.
was thinking about our conversation, and all I really asked her about was like several questions about the obligatory service. you
Yeah.
know, I'm just like
Yeah.
that was the most insane thing to me. And the other day I was just like, if I could go back and like actually like do
Talk to
that
her?
conversation again,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it
you'd
would
be seething.
it would be 1,000 times different because what I do remember was being like I asked her like how she felt about the obligatory service or whatever, and I know she said that she didn't mind it because it was for patriotic reasons, you know.
Yeah.
So I
Mm.
know if I had actually dug deep, I would have gotten some crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
I don't know where she is now. You know, I don't even remember her name. But
Yeah. Yeah. No, but like
interesting
I think about
facts.
that too because I watched a video of this couple in Vietnam and like
Mhm.
they're having a lunch and it's a westernized cafe because like the person talking to them is clearly British as well. And they're sitting there, they're going like, oh, because he has a tattoo on his arm and you can see it, right? I don't know if you've seen this video yet, but since we talk about it, it'll pop up in your feed. He has a tattoo of the whole country of Palestine. And she goes, oh, are you Palestinian? The way she says it, she knows he's not. She knows he's not, but she says it in a way like, oh, are you Palestinian? Oh, I like your tattoo of Palestine. Is that Palestinian? The guy's looking at her like, oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not. And she goes, do you speak Arabic? Oh, he goes, no, I don't. And then he goes, oh, what do you speak? And he goes, Hebrew. Oh, she goes, oh, you're Israeli? Oh, the fake state of Israel? Like, you know, and then like it's the whole thing you're gonna go like, oh, did you serve in the IOF? Did you serve in the IDF? Oh, are you
Mhm.
murdered? Like, you know, it goes on to that. And I was thinking about that. I was like, if I ever run into a person that I know was in the IDF, I don't think I could have a civil conversation. I would be like, from what I know now,
Mhm.
I would be seething with anger. Like I would be like, I'm walking next to a fucking like like
I think I can hold
fucking
it together
murderer,
because
like a
I would want to
genocider.
know. I would want to know details about what they did.
But they're not going to tell you that.
I don't know if that's the case. Unless on
Really?
Twitter, they seem
Oh.
to be like they don't mind just sharing.
You know what? That's true too. Because I've seen Hamza's
They're like-
clip, and then he's talking to a Israeli, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I've killed children."
Yeah,
He
like
flat out says it. And
they're
that's
like, yeah, we raped. It's what we did. We raped. So I don't know. I mean, the girl that
It's
I
insane.
met, she just did like administrative work. So I don't know, but
equally as guilty.
oh yeah, but you know, getting the details. I think
Yeah,
I would want to try to get details.
it was a little interesting too. I saw a tweet by a Jewish person who is anti-Zionist, and he is in the West Bank, and it made me think of India and the supremacy ideology that's going over there. And it's very interesting. He writes that they want you to hate them. They purposely, whenever they do something, a heinous act, they draw the Star of David because they want you to actually hate them. It drives their this idea of supremacy, that there are like, we are no longer weak. We want you to know how powerful we are. We want you to know we can commit these heinous acts. And
Interesting.
it's synonymous with the supremacy ideology, right? Like, you are at the same time a victim as well as the oppressor. Like, you do both, right? Like, it's
Mhm.
you pretend to be the victim just so you are allowed to be the oppressor, right? Like, oh, I am the victim, so it's like the self-defense mechanism, right? Like, oh no, I'm a victim in this, so when I act out, it's because from my victimness, which it doesn't exist. It's not a real fucking thing.
Yeah,
And I was
I
thinking
mean,
about this.
it's just like a righteous violence.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the image
justified
that, I mean,
to them.
that's the image that they've always tried to portray. I feel like that's
Yeah,
why we've always heard like most moral military or
yeah,
whatever in the
yeah.
world, or whatever that
Yeah, like, what army drops
exists.
leaflets before they drop fucking 1,000-pound bombs on hospital? Like, what army does that? Yeah. You know, and it just was, and I was just thinking about it, and I was just like, oh, that is very true. Like, they use this thing where they go like, oh, I am a victim here, so I'm allowed to act out in a way that is conducive to my worldview or to whatever I want to do, and then you can't tell me anything about it. So it's like a sword and a shield at the same time, right? Like, oh, I can't criticize you because you're anti-Semitic, and that's my shield. Like, I'm the victim here.
Mhm.
You're being hateful towards me, and because of that, because of your hate towards me, I have to show you that I can be powerful and that I have the right to do whatever I want to do, which was kind
So
of
why
interesting
are
to
the
me.
actual still surviving Holocaust victims living on the streets?
Well, it's right. So that's the thing.
That's what I want to know.
It's the
Like,
proximity. It's the proximity to trauma, right? Like, and the reason I was thinking about this, so Kashmir is a hot topic, which you probably don't like know a lot about, like Kashmir. It's like it's one of the most militarized zones in the world. Um, it's like a three-way deadlock right now. So Pakistan saying like, oh well, it's okay. Okay, do you want the history? Because it's
sure,
sort of
go
relevant.
for it. Yeah.
The partition happens, right? Like, with it, like everywhere in the fucking world, like, it's fucking the British's fault because they're just absolute fucking dickheads that were bent on world conquering. So partition happens. The British go, well, we're gonna let you do it. We're gonna let you decide where the lines we're just gonna draw lines here, and then you're gonna get to decide like if the countries wants to stay together. So they give the Hindu um, they give the Hindu king in Kashmir option if he wants to join India or not, and he does. He goes like, "Oh, well, Kashmir will be a part of India," and the majority of the population in Kashmir was Muslim, so there's already that dynamic in play, right? Uh, Pakistan devised, well, they go, well, we're gonna we're gonna come take care of our Muslim brothers, so we're gonna go in and invade. So like the first war between India, like just literally after independence from them, happens there, and now China's fucking breaking in and taking over territory in Kashmir slowly, slowly, slowly. There's clashes happening all the time there, and so now, when this was happening, there was these Kashmiri pundits that lived in Kashmir when this happened, when the Muslim population rose up, kind of to fight against something. They kind of they kind of they kind of fled Kashmir to safety of their life. I'm just simplifying it. It's a lot more complicated than that, obviously. Um, so they use this, right? Like, so the Hindu supremacists in India will use this thing to like commit violence against, like, oh, look what they did to our Hindu brothers. Look what they did over there, right? Like,
Yeah.
we have to protect Hinduism. We have to protect because we're being persecuted. We're being this when we're being
Yeah.
done
I
that.
mean, you did
So
a
they
TikTok
go,
recently about the same thing somewhere else, right? Or was that the same place? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
I can't remember. Maybe was it recently? Was it with the Pakistan and Afghanistan one?
Maybe. Well, not like recently. Recently, it was like
Well, I think I did like a one while back.
maybe like
About
a month
Kashmir.
or two ago.
It's possible, but anyway, so it's like the same thing. Like the supremacy ideologies, like the players change, but the ideology will kind of remain the same underground. It's like we're the victims, so we get to act out however we want to act out. So and it's the stupidest fucking thing ever. But go back to what we were about to watch with this TikTok. So there's very few places as a leftist you can go and to go get like the truth or a leftist point
I'm
of
your
view.
murder helper. Thanks for joining.
Well,
Well, now you're here.
Well, you're here.
And we appreciate you.
Yeah. So and then I'll it's kind of nice to see like that there's a actual leftist voice that is popular and emerging that you can go to,
Sure.
like you can watch. So that's kind of where it started, and it started with Abdul in the Michigan race inviting Hassan to go stumping with him. And when that happened, they took the DNC mainstream machine, the DNC corporate machine, turned and was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you inviting this guy? All right. And then we're just attacking Hassan, or are still attacking Hassan, which is funny because you know there's a war happening right now, right?
Right.
And you're choosing
like,
to fucking
sorry,
attack
I think we have better things to that we should be focusing on.
in the age of our Lord and Savior Donald Trump, the new Messiah and Jesus Christ, who is actually healing people out here and showing that he's healing people out here. You are, as a Democratic Party, choosing to attack a fucking Twitch streamer, dude. Like, he's a Twitch fucking streamer.
I mean, it's absolutely. Abdullah Sayed was on the Majority Report early this week. It might have been Monday, and he kind of said that he was like, I mean, his main focus is healthcare. Of course, he's a doctor, so Medicare for all is basically what he's been. Any time that he's run in the past like decade or whatever, that's his main thing. So he's like, like, why aren't we talking about healthcare? Why aren't we talking about the war in Iran? And it's like, exactly, like, what are they doing?
Right.
It's
which
out of
is
control.
stupid. Because you have this unlimited fucking amount of money, and you choose to instead of being like a true anti-war party, a true for the people party, which is what you've been saying, right? Ken Martin has been saying this ever since he's been elected. Oh, we're gonna do an autopsy. We got to go back to the roots of like to be the working people's party, which we've lost.
Yeah.
And you fucking attack us, Twitch streamer, dude. You're fighting a fucking Twitch streamer who is immensely fucking popular, who is again on your fucking side. He votes on your side. And again, to go back to fucking what your nominee said, to be a transactional fucking voter. He's saying that. I'm saying that. I'm going. I like that.
I mean, he said that on Pod Save America.
You want to be a transactional voter, right? You want me to be a transaction. You want my vote, and I need something from you. Let's make this fucking transaction happen. He's saying that, and then you sit there and go, "Yeah, we need to fucking lower our tent, make our tent fucking small." You don't fucking have a tent. First of all, there's nobody in your fucking tent. Everybody hates you. As much as they hate Donald Trump, even after the fucking war, they hate you more. You are
because they stand for nothing. I mean, it's worse to stand for nothing than to stand for something terrible. Honestly, I mean, but because I mean, if the DNC wants to solidify itself as an anti-war party, the smartest thing that they could do would be to start going after Chuck Schumer. Obviously, like after yesterday's vote, or was it yesterday? That was yesterday's vote. After yesterday's vote.
Yep.
But
like, he should not be your leader.
Hakeem
Jeffries should not be your leader.
And I know that it's because of his personal ideologies and all that, but obviously, I mean, we already talked about Democrats selecting the exact right amount of people to throw the vote so that the Republicans take it or whatever. But to put the leader in the group of the Democrats that throw the vote is like, what are we thinking? Like, that looks insane.
You know what's crazy too? Republicans never do that for them. No. They never do that for them. And they don't. They instead will create hurdles. Instead, they will poach the fucking Democrats. Be like, no, you got to come stand with us.
Mhm.
You got to come here and stand
Yeah,
against your own
I
fucking
remember
party.
the Biden presidency.
Cinema and fucking mansion. Like,
Yes.
like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
So this person, let's listen to her. And there's a difference between ideology alignment and electoral viability. You can't demand. You can't demand
left
change
it?
while
Right.
actively sabotaging the only mechanism that creates it. Okay, let's see what she has.
Are
to say.
becoming more akin to Republicans because they're the only two groups of people who I've ever seen who
swear that?
actually believe that voting in a candidate who have zero political experience would be a good person to be president of the United
Who's the candidate? Who are we pushing
AOC.
for?
We're talking about AOC. You're telling me she has.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, we're not pushing for Hassan to be president. We're pushing for AOC to be president. Who has
And
been
she has
in
zero
office.
political experience?
She's
She
been
has
in
zero?
office for 8 years. Like, come on.
What, like, who are you talking about here? Like,
Well,
you
that's
think
not
this-
like who. That's like my first thought was just like, who the fuck are you talking about? Who are we leftists pushing forward to be like in office with no experience?
who? Name it.
Also, like, for the record, I mean, that was the argument that was against Zoran Mamdani, right? And here we
Big
are.
Como said that on the fucking thing. On the
100
thing.
days in, he's accomplished like
More.
all of his promises. Like,
He's
come
accomplished more since any mayors. Actually, all of the mayors combined since fucking Rudy Giuliani. Like, like, what do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
But regardless, we're not trying to put some random in president, like some inexperienced person as
Hey,
president.
listen, if Hassan comes out today and goes, I'm running for president, I'm like, Hassan, sit the fuck down.
Yeah, that's not.
You are
he
not
wouldn't,
running for
though,
president.
because that's not his role. Like,
It's not his role.
plus it'd probably be a massive pay cut, but
It's-
besides
Oh,
the point.
yeah.
You actively
You ruin
believe
your
that
life.
no one who has never even sat on a city commission seat would be in a position to actively lead this country into something positive.
And
You
who is
need
she
more
talking about?
experience
Some
to run the-
imaginary fucking person? When your whole premise
Still-
relies on you creating an imaginary fucking person,
You're wrong.
it doesn't fucking work. You
Yeah.
like, it doesn't fucking work. I wish I could talk to these people and they could like actively respond. I'm like, can you just? Who are you talking about? Are you
Like,
are you
I
saying
need
you
to-
want Zoran to run for president? I got news for you. He fucking can't. He cannot run for fucking president.
Right.
Physically, he cannot do it.
And that argument doesn't hold up here because, well, now he's been the mayor of New York City, so he has experience. So if he were, natural born, whatever you want to call it, citizen, then he could be, based off of your argument, like, because he's got experience,
Local Walmart. You think somebody off the street who whispers sweet nothings in your ear is going to be the person that everyone's going to get behind? You don't think strategically. You let grifter leftists who grew up extremely privileged, who sit behind a camera all day, who have never done a day's hard work, who
Just say the
don't
fucking
care who the
name.
president is because they
Yeah, exactly. Like, say who you're talking about because
No, but like nobody's gonna think less of you or the person you're fucking talking about. Nothing's fucking gonna happen. You made a fucking video, he'll make a fucking video, and it'll be like you'll fucking move on.
I mean, if they're worthy of making a video, then they have a big enough platform that they're probably not going to come after you personally. Like,
As much as the right likes to grift, I think a lot of people like her, when they make these vague, like imaginary person videos, they're like it's grifting. I see this as grifting. Like, dude, just say who the fuck you want to say. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get a ton of engagement because this is the hot topic of the day, and I'm getting paid by the DNC. It's fucking 100% paid by the DNC. Like, I guarantee you, if we went through some of our fucking bank account transactions or anything like that, there's mysterious money coming in from fucking somewhere.
yeah.
And like, so that's a plus. And then I'm sure it's like, oh, we're talking about somebody that's like really popular, so I'm just gonna grift off of their name. That's literally what it is. But
So
I'm gonna say it in a
say the
vague,
name
really
then.
vague
Yeah,
way.
be
So
vague
in the
about it.
future, I'll have like, still save a face kind of type thing.
So weird. Like, we're not like Hassan's not trying to be president, and nobody's trying to make him president.
You know, they'll be
Nobody.
okay. Brainwash you into thinking that that is a viable option. Third-party candidates don't work on the presidential level because you have not built a coalition of third-party candidates on the local and state level. That's where you start. You don't actively engage in primaries.
Can you get an actual like person like on the main ticket that is leftist then? Do you have an issue with a leftist person? Because we have a leftist person that could be on the main ticket. I can recommend a few.
Right.
Should we recommend you one?
That's
Nobody
the
wants a
thing,
fucking third
too.
party. We understand it's a two-party system. We don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about this
like
time.
again, that's what I was thinking too. She very quickly shifted arguments into a totally different point, like about this third party. It's like, okay, so not only are the leftists trying to run a Twitch streamer, we're trying to run him on a third party. We're not even going for that Democratic ticket spot. We're totally going third party. Like,
Yeah, I don't get it.
no,
Your
okay.
camera's frozen, by the way.
Well, I'm not. I was on the other. Whenever I'm on the screen that I'm sharing, it's freezing.
It
today for
freezes
some
it.
reason.
Yeah. I see. It's still
Alright,
frozen.
I'll
Yeah.
hit
In
play
special
and switch
elections,
over.
you don't know how to mobilize people, and you sit in your own political echo chamber on the internet and try to disavow anyone who actively tells you to do a little bit more research and to be a little less ill-informed about.
I'm a little bit guilty of that. I am kind of in an echo chamber. I need to work on that.
Are you? But you're getting MAGA votes. I mean, MAGA TikToks. You're really
Like
not.
what? Like two. It wasn't. I've been wanting to.
I've been in the field a little. I've been going in the field.
Yeah.
Just saying. So I went to Andrew's event, and Joe was there. Joseph Caputo was there. Met him in person, and one of his constituents was there, and then he was like, "Oh, I just saw this event on Reddit, and I came in, and like, he was a young kid, obviously the only other young fucking person there. So he's like, oh, I just decided to just check out Joe and then see if I could talk to Andrew, and like, and I found out like, oh, Joe is going to be my candidate. So I was there the entire time, and I was sitting next to him, and like we were having conversations, and he's a welder, typically in a very pro Republican field. So I was sitting there talking to him. I'm like, listen, like, you're never going to be able to talk to Jim Himes like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to be able to go to an event where Joe will sit there and like actually talk to you one-on-one, like, and it not be intimidating because he's a fucking normal person and he acts that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm talking to his constituent, like, and I'm trying to convince him, like, hey, you gotta, like, when the primary comes, you need to go home, and like, you're at these welding sites who, again, they want to be unions. They want to be like, they want more benefits and stuff like that. You got to talk to them, right? They're like, you got to talk to these people just a little bit in a subtle fucking way. You don't got to sit there and be like, oh, what the fuck are you doing voting for Trump? Like, that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to convince them. Like, you got to start on the local level. You know what? And so I'm in the trenches. I went in the trenches. It was for a brief moment. I went in the trenches. I campaigned for a candidate that we have bought on the stream before. So
We went amongst the people.
I was amongst the people. And I talked to a couple other people who were there. They were, I found out Connecticut has the only Palestinian museum in the country.
Really?
I did not know that.
Where is it?
I did not know that. It's in Woodbridge.
Okay.
It's literally in Woodbridge. They're doing this really cool thing that we should actually get to, but I think we're kind of late about it. What they're doing is they are going to the Venice Biennale, which is in Venice, a art festival, kind of like what's the one that happens in France, the music thing, Cannes.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that, happening in Venice, where you submit your art piece and like people from across the world bring their art pieces there. This museum is curating, I think, 1,000 pieces of hand woven hand woven, like they're not necessarily scarves, they're kind of like bigger than a scarf. They're like more like artworks, but, you know, threaded needle
Like a
work,
tapestry.
kind of like a tapestry, but not like so big, but it's not so
Okay.
big. They're probably like kind of like a scarf size, maybe a little bit bigger. But every single scarf is an image of the genocide that is occurring in Gaza. So one of them was a image of a doctor who was treating in the hospital, and she found out as she was treating people there that her house got bombed and all 8 of her children were killed.
Wow.
And she found out when they came into the hospital.
I think I remember this story.
Right. So a lot of Palestinian women that are still refugees in Jordan or in Gaza right now, they are hand weaving these pieces of art, and each one is 55,000 thread count. So it's really incredible work, and so this museum is commissioning them, and you can go in and adopt a piece and sponsor a piece. I forgot how much it was. It's like $6,000 to sponsor a piece, but I think it's too late. It's like 60. I think today is the last day. So it's going to be. We can actually probably look it up. It's the Palestinian Museum in Woodbridge. So the 1,000 pieces will be there, and I think it's called Gaza No Words. So the 1,000 pieces are going to Venice, and it's really difficult for them to get it out, because if they use the Israeli network to get it out, they'll never see it. If they go to UAE to get it out, they'll never come out. So they have to do is they have to physically take the pieces of work from the artist.
I might have
and
found.
drive.
It looks like I found a Instagram about it. Yeah.
Oh, yep. I think this is probably what it is. Yeah, Gaza No Words. This is exactly it. So they have to physically drive these pieces across the border to Jordan, and then from Jordan they have to fly them to Europe, and then from Europe they have to come here, or they'll go to Venice directly. So it's incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's a really cool project, kind of to raise awareness on it.
Yeah. And I saw some of the artwork there. There's a lot of work that they had the children of Gaza draw, and it's heartbreaking. Like, you know, because the children are drawing what they're seeing, and when you see what they draw, it's this is Faisal. He's the curator
of Palestine Museum in the U.S. and in Edinburgh, Scotland. I'm very proud today to announce that we will be participating in the Biennale di Venezia, the world's top art event, as an official collateral event with a major exhibition focused on the genocide in Gaza. The title of the exhibit is blank, 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 blank. No words. See the exhibit. The exhibition consists of 100 pieces of Palestinian tatreez, that is embroidery, that depict and document the events of the genocide. First, some background about the project, and then some more details. A couple of years ago, the Palestine Museum welcomed an organization called Palestine History Tapestry as they joined the museum and became part of our organization. The leadership of the organization joined our team, and we all became one organization. In the aftermath of that merger, we began thinking about how can we leverage the valuable resources and expertise of the Palestine Tapestry. And we came up with the idea of creating a new project involving 100 pieces of embroidery that document what happened in Gaza. Each piece shows a scene from the genocide. Those embroidery pieces are now being embroidered by Palestinian women in refugee camps in Lebanon, Jordan, and in the villages of the West Bank. Each piece of embroidery consists of 55,000 stitches for a total of 5.5 million stitches for the whole project. With their needles and threads, Palestinian women are documenting the history of the genocide in Gaza using Palestinian tatreez, which is passed on from generation to generation. The mission of the Palestine Museum is to tell the Palestinian story to a global audience, and we feel this project does exactly that. It allows us to leverage our expertise in the tatreez area and our resources and artistic capabilities to let the world know what happened in Gaza and bring them face to face with what they allowed to unfold over the past 2 years or so. We are opening the opportunity for people to support this project by sponsoring one or more pieces of tatreez. Of the 100 pieces that will be exhibited, their name will be embroidered in the bottom of the piece, right below the name of the embroiderer who made it. Please contact us through the museum if you are interested in supporting this project. We are grateful to the Palestinian women who are involved in the project, whether they are embroiderers or coordinators, and all those who are helping us bring this project to completion in the next few weeks. This effort so far has involved about 50 Palestinian women. The opening of the exhibit is scheduled for the 9th of May in Venice, Italy. We hope that some of you will be able to attend and mark that important event with us. The 100 pieces that are being created will be preserved by the Palestine Museum forever as part of the Palestine history and as evidence to the events that took place in Gaza. We are all aware of the difficulties that our embroiderers and coordinators are facing now under the current circumstances in Palestine and the surrounding areas. We wish all those people safety, and may God protect them. To get in touch with us, please follow our website, Palestine.museum, and use the contact menu to send us a message. We will be happy to respond to your messages and see how we can give you opportunities to help with this project. Thank you, everyone, and free Palestine. Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great project.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
So I talked to him, and then I was in the trenches, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, I meant like online. Like I meant to, before we met today, I meant to try to watch like some Tucker Carlson or something, because especially with well, how much he's risen, or not risen in your mind, but how much power you think he's obtaining. I want to actually watch like a full stream or a full like video of his and see like how crazy it goes, you know, because I'm sure we're seeing clips of him being like, oh, you know, our money shouldn't go to bombing kids in Israel or in Palestine or whatever. But I'm sure like in the actual stream, he's like, because Jews are the black, you know, like.
He's not.
You're watching his streams?
I do watch some of it. Not his streams. I'll watch some of his episodes. I have watched some of his episodes. He's not doing that. He is way more media trained than that.
I don't believe
He's
it.
Watch it.
I
Watch
don't
an
believe
episode.
it.
Watch the
will.
one with Mike Huckabee. That's a very interesting one. Because he's doing that in Israel.
Yeah.
He flew
Well,
to Israel to
I'm
do
sure
that.
that one he's more. I mean, like him just like talking like on his show or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I think
I
there's
wanna
one
see-
he did with a nun. That's actually from Palestine. I think he did one with her. That
Interesting.
was an interesting one too. Yeah, watch any of them. Watch any of them.
That's what I'm gonna tomorrow. I'm gonna
It's
start
scary.
watching.
It's very scary.
Tucker Carlson.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, we didn't let this lady finish.
Yes, let the lady finish her nonsense.
Political systems and the way in which our government is set up. You can read all the theory that you want. Theory has to come into practice, and you guys don't understand how to strategically put it into practice. I'm sorry. You're not going to get on here and say, well, the DNC needs to pick a better candidate. The DNC is not picking the candidates for the midterms or the presidential election. You are. So you need to get behind someone and you need to actively get people to vote for them. But you also need to understand that the way in which primaries work means that somebody's going to lose. And the person that you like may lose. That doesn't mean that you get to throw away all the hard work that people are doing, all the progress that we're working towards because you want to throw a hissy fit.
My problem
For the past decade. And let's
my
talk.
problem with this thinking is, I agree. I'll give you that. DNC doesn't get to pick. So let's just take the Texas primary that was happening. You guys told us we shouldn't demand anything from our fucking candidate.
Yeah.
Why you guys went full in Paul, right? Like you guys went full on with that, and now our candidate, not my candidate, don't really like James Talarico that much, but I think he's significantly better than Jasmine Crockett, even though I think Jasmine Crockett was great too. Like, so I didn't have an issue with Jasmine Crockett. I think just Talarico had a better message and he just portrayed the better message. He's won. Are you gonna do the vote for blue no matter who? Because right now there's news coming out of Texas that the black vote, the black caucus, or the black population in Texas does not want to vote for James Talarico.
So they would just
I don't think you need to be telling us that. I don't think we are the ones, the left is the ones you need to be telling. I still voted for Kamala.
That's really interesting. Because so you're gonna vote for the Republican candidate, like we're
Ken
gonna let
Paxton?
the Republican candidate instead.
Ken Paxton
Like,
is who we're voting for?
yikes.
Or we're just not voting, or we're voting third party.
Right.
I thought third
which
party didn't work.
Like I thought we were. Yes, it's like mental gymnastics. Like so like you can
Right.
do it, but we can't do it.
Right.
Which I don't want to do it. I wouldn't do it. Like,
I wouldn't do it. I
Like,
believe in harm reduction.
Yeah.
Harm reduction is definitely a thing.
I mean, and which is interesting. I mean, obviously we don't speak for everyone on the left either, but that is definitely an accusation that I've seen in a lot of these videos that leftists are coming on and saying like they're, both sides are exactly the same. Like we draw parallels all the time, of course, but I mean, do I think if Kamala was president right now that everything that happened in January and February or in Minnesota with ICE would have happened? No, probably not. But
Probably not.
there still be a lot of ICE activity and a lot of
Yes.
deportations and families being held in? Yes, because that's what has been happening. And that's a problem too. So we, at this stage, as we are we're fantasizing about candidates.
You're right.
Let me fantasize about one who's going to say we're abolishing ICE. Like, why is that? Why am I a criminal?
Why is that an issue?
Yeah.
Why is that an issue? Right.
Because Kamala was not going to put any stop to that activity. Biden did it.
She said it. She said it. She herself said it, that we would have a stronger border. How do you exactly have a stronger border? What does that exactly mean? That means closing the border. That means kicking people out. That's what it means. So your candidate was talking Republican points. I'm sorry. Should I vote for a Republican? Is that what you want from me? I thought we were the Democratic Party. So I should just do the vote blue no matter who. But you guys didn't do that with Zoran.
Right.
Zoran was your Democratic primary. He won the Democratic primary. You guys didn't vote for him. You guys let it come down to the fucking wire. Why were people voting for fucking Andrew Cuomo? Why wasn't your Democratic Party leader We're not even talking about the DNC at this point. We are talking about the minority leader of the Democratic Party from the same state where this mayoral, one of the biggest fucking cities in the planet, where this mayoral election is happening, and he is from that same location. And not even that. Then again, the minority leader for the House, also being from the same city,
Mhm.
does not nominate the candidate that won the Democratic primary from
Right.
your city. What are we doing? What are you
Right.
talking about here? What are
Right.
you talking about? I think you have an issue here. I don't know whether you truly believe in this issue. I don't know what the issue is. Whether you just, I think you're just getting paid at this point, because like you can't believe this because all the evidence is against you. Literally every single evidence is against you.
Yeah. And I mean, and they're making up problems because
Yeah.
we're not even at a point for this next election where anybody is encouraging anyone to vote third party, because there's no third party.
There is no
There's-
third party. It doesn't
there's-
exist.
There's no 1 and 2 party yet. Like those candidates have not been
The primaries haven't even happened
they
for
haven't
that.
even started. It's so far away that it's all just an idea right now. They're all just
Right.
starting to talk. Like, so again, us trying to push people to the left and trying to elevate people with leftist ideas. It's like we're not.
I'm demanding my
doing
candidate.
anything.
I'm telling you what my candidate should look like.
Mhm.
And now you decide what your candidate should look like. And we deploy them on the marketplace of ideas. We give them to the public.
Mhm.
Hey, here's the candidate that we want. Why do you have a problem with me saying that I have a ideal candidate that I want in the field? You've automatically decided that your candidate doesn't like my candidate doesn't win. It is not going to win.
Mhm.
Why? Like you said, you will pick somebody. Somebody will lose. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not sitting here saying I'm not saying you can't have your Gavin Newsoms. Nobody fucking likes
Yeah,
Gavin
that's
Newsom.
what you want that bad.
Nobody likes Gavin Newsom. Poll after poll after poll is coming out. Nobody fucking likes Gavin Newsom. You're saying that we're going to force Gavin Newsom on you, and then that is it. Why? Why are you going to force Gavin Newsom on me? We're gonna let's truly be equal and run the candidate that we want. And if my candidate wins, the true leftist, you vote for him.
Mhm.
But I think you have a problem with that. But I think you have a problem with that.
Which I don't really understand. I mean, like you said, there has to be some sort of payment from the DNC involved, because
Has
what
to.
are your
'Cause you don't believe it.
opinions on stuff then? What do you want? Like, because apparently universal health care, abolish
bad.
ICE, doesn't
It's
appeal to you. Like,
It doesn't.
You know?
What appeals
Like-
to you? Then exactly what I texted you today. They go and do these vague little messagings, and then you ask them, what does your ideal candidate look like? And their ideal candidate is a fucking centrist. What does a fucking centrist mean? If we are looking at a scale, you remember like when they would teach you like, oh, 0 is here, -1 is here, and 1 is here. Negative is the fucking Republican side. Positive is like the leftist side. If you ask them what their fucking
Give me-
candidate is, it's
give me
a fucking 0. It's a 0.
Yeah.
Like there's like
I like
nothing.
that analogy. That's a good
It's
one.
nothing. They have nothing. Like all they go for is, well, we're at least not -1. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like that is it. Nobody cares about that. It didn't work. It didn't work for Kamala. I don't know if you need more fucking evidence. It didn't work for Kamala because her entire fucking messaging was, I'm not Donald Trump.
Not
Like-
Trump. Yeah. And on the back to the Pod Save America interview, I think Hassan made a great point on that, and it was that will work for the next election. We'll get a Democrat,
Yeah.
and then it'll go right back to
Right back to
Republicans after,
Republican.
once people are
Yep.
upset with all the nothing that the Democrat in party in power does. It'll go and
They do nothing.
that right wing power again will be even more extreme
More.
because that's how
Yep.
it happens every time. They're more
Every time.
empowered with the anger of the people again.
Right. Like we keep giving you chances to do something, and yet you do nothing. Look at fucking Chuck Schumer. What has he done? Look at Obama.
Piss everyone
He had
off.
you had the Senate, you had the House, you had the fucking White House. You didn't do anything. Look at what the fucking Republicans are doing. They have all three, and they're fucking cranking shit. They're fucking cranking their hog on you guys. Like they don't give a fuck. They like literally the Supreme Court today is so scared of the fucking president. He's like, we don't want to fucking do a ruling, and the president just goes, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Mhm.
They're so fucking terrified. This is the issue that these fucking people don't understand. Like the Republicans come in power, they don't give a fuck. They do what the fuck they want to do, and then your only fucking messaging is we're gonna go back to zero. But it's never fucking back to zero. It's this is perfect. I saw this perfect tweet where I think who was the guy, he ran for president, the billionaire, the Asian guy. What was his name, man?
Oh, Yang?
Yang, yes. He tweeted this out. This was like when Trump had just come into power. And he goes, if you start at 10 and then the stock market goes down to 8, because you lost whatever 20%, and then you gain 20%, you don't go back to fucking 10 because 20% of 8 is not fucking 20. Like you don't fucking go back. You lost something in that fucking return. It's the same ideology with them. They come into fucking power. The Republicans will come in, they'll fuck shit up, and then the only messaging the Democrats have is like, we're gonna go back. The 20% we lost, we're gonna give you that 20%. Your starting number is fucking smaller, you dumbasses.
Yeah.
Like you don't gain anything back. Like you gotta say, hey, we're gonna get fucking 40% back, 50% back, 60% back, 80% back.
And
If
the
you
stuff
do
that they
that,
do, I mean, and the stuff that they do, they don't even do in a strong way. I'm just thinking about like infrastructure. Like, yeah, that got passed. Like, it's like the one thing that got passed, and then the
Right.
Trump administration just
Wiped it.
like all that money is like
Gone.
was just shot down. Like, you know,
And
not-
again, like not even wiped it, but they weaponized it. So Trump administration comes in and then threatened fucking Nvidia, be like, hey, you're gonna give us 10% of your fucking company,
Mhm.
and we're gonna use the fucking bill passed by Joe Biden to use money to fucking threaten you. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking stupid. It's stupid. They weaponize everything you fucking do, and then they use it consistently. Here.
Bernie Bros, because an uncomfortable truth that a lot of leftists need to sit with, unpack, and get over before we get into the next election cycle is that Bernie Sanders, the immature way that he maneuvered throughout his 2016 presidential election.
What did Bernie do? Why are people mad at Bernie?
What?
I don't know.
Okay. We're in the 2016 news election cycle now. What the fuck?
Also, I think it's a pretty universally held idea
Wasn't there?
for a lot of us on the left that Bernie Bros who then voted for Trump are insane. Like,
Yeah.
like those
We don't
people
claim
are
those people. Those are not
crazy.
leftists.
Like,
Yeah, those are fucking nut jobs. And wasn't there like a whole like lawsuit, and then the courts found like, yeah, the DNC fucked Bernie like on purpose? I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
honestly.
So
I mean,
I
it
guess the
sounds
DNC did
cool.
choose a candidate.
Interesting.
Helped Donald Trump ascend to power, not just in 2016, but also in 2024. The DNC did not steal the nomination from Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders did not have the votes. Specifically, he did not have the black vote. And the way in which a lot of leftists, progressives, democratic socialists talk about black people and talk down to us is the exact reason why they have a hard time garnering the black vote. You don't get to act like we're stupid. You don't get to act like we don't understand government systems and the way in which they have worked against us. You don't get to act like we don't understand what it would mean for us to live in a society with Republicans taking over more power, while actively allowing Republicans to take over more power by telling people to throw away their votes. That's insane. My God. You guys need to understand political strategy and get it together. And it may not be by this year. It's not going to be by this year. It sure as heck is going to be by 2028 because you guys still haven't learned your lesson from 2022 and 2024. But maybe by 2032, you'll have an understanding that, yeah, a third-party candidate may not get it, but maybe you have built a better coalition of third-party candidates on the local and state level, and you actually start voting for people who have the political experience and the knowledge to actually do a good job and run this country not into the ground like Republicans are currently doing. I'm going to be honest with you, leftists.
Yeah.
News article from November 3rd, 2017. Elizabeth Warren agrees Democratic race rigged for Clinton.
Okay.
CNN asked Senator Elizabeth Warren if Mrs. Clinton contest against Democratic rival Bernie Sanders was rigged, and she said yes.
Okay. What was her reasons?
Another Democratic official writes in a new book about the party's unethical agreement with the Clinton campaign. President Trump said the American public deserved an inquiry. Ms. Warren, a progressive senator from Massachusetts who campaigned for Mrs. Clinton, was reacting to allegation by former DNC chairwoman Donna Brazile. Mrs. Brazili's writes in a new book, so this is the DNC chair, a new book that cash-starved DNC signed a joint fundraising agreement with the Clinton campaign in August 2015, 4 months after the former Secretary of State launched her candidacy. Ms. Brazile writes that Mrs. Clinton's campaign had the DNC on life support, giving it money every month to meet its expenses. Experts from her book, Hacks, the inside story of break-ins and breakdowns that put Donald Trump in the White House, were released by Politico magazine. The DNC was meant to be neutral in the contest between Mrs. Clinton and her Democratic challenger, Bernie Sanders, a Vermont senator. But supporters of Mr. Sanders have long claimed the party showed preferences to Mrs. Clinton. Ms. Brazile says the deal was not a criminal act, but a compromise the party's integrity. However, Mrs. Clinton's defenders have pointed out that Sanders' campaign signed its own joint fundraising agreement with the DNC. Ms. Warren, who has been touted as a possible 2020 presidential contender, nevertheless called the Clintons' revelation a real problem for the party. What we got to do as Democrats now is we've got to hold this party accountable, she said. Congressman Keith Ellison, who backed Mr. Sanders, is now the deputy chair of the DNC, said in a statement, "It is our responsibility to acknowledge that all millions of Americans still feel hurt and betrayed by the events of the 2016 presidential primary." Okay. We can't allow this idea to persist that any candidate has an inside track. President Trump seized on the controversial date on Thursday, again on Friday morning after his Twitter account was briefly taken offline. She basically bought the DNC and stole the election from Bernie. He tweeted, "Pocahontas just stated that the Democrats led by the legendary crooked Hillary Clinton rigged the primary. Let's go FBI and Justice Department." Mr. Trump calls Mrs. Warren Pocahontas because Politico rival accused her of her 2012 claiming Native American ancestry to gain unfair advantage when applying for jobs at Harvard Law School without proof of such lineage. Mr. Sanders fired back at Mr. Trump on Twitter on Friday saying, "We won't be distracted from your efforts to give billionaire tax cuts." Okay, Bernie, do your job. Mrs. Brazile herself came under fire last year after the anti-secrecy website WikiLeaks released hacked DNC emails that reveal she had notified the Clinton campaign in advance of questions the candidate would be asked. Her predecessor at the DNC, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, resigned during the elections after her leaked emails appeared to show a coordinated effort to aid Mrs. Clinton's campaign. So
Nice.
what were you saying about the DNC not picking the candidates and how the Bernie bros were going crazy? This is two DNC chairs. Do
I not understand what corruption is? Because that sounds pretty corrupt.
Sounds like fucking little bit of inside track.
Yeah.
When the DNC chair, who is supposed to be a neutral party in the primaries, is giving pre-designed questions to one candidate and signing deals
because that candidate funded the organization.
I'm sorry. So again, every single point you have, and why does that name sound familiar to me? Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Oh, U.S. representative. That is why that name sounds familiar to me.
Moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, she did something else though.
I recognize her. She spoke
Something.
recently, and by recently it could have been like a year ago. What was she? I won't think of it, but sorry, go on.
I think in 2022, Wasserman Schultz stock portfolio was up 50%, the second highest gain in Congress that fiscal year, following Patrick Fallon. Wasserman Schultz made a large portion of this gain from trading energy stocks, including a 45,000 purchase of Patterson UTI Energy. Wasserman Schultz did all this while on the House Natural Resources Committee. From December 2023 to December 2024 was up 14%, the second highest. I gotta look up something news because there is something about her. There's something about her. Why does that name sound familiar to me? I'm going to type in another search and I want to know if it pops up. What pops up? Anyways, we can keep going. I can't find why I know her, but something about her.
But yeah, I mean.
Anyways, but so okay, we can. So there was another TikTok that I saw where they were like, we would be at brunch. We would never fight. We would never be in a war. Let's listen to from the actual person what she has to say.
This is what you said. Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest
And now she could have
adversary?
picked any other country.
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has American blood on their hands. Okay. This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles.
Can you pause that?
What we need to do.
That? The attack she's talking about occurred in April.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Now, a normal person would be, the way she just talked about it, the way she says it, right, is, oh, yeah, Iran just like randomly fucking attacked Israel. Like, oh, yeah, they were just sitting there peacefully going about their day. Like nothing was happening. And just Iran just came out of the fucking bushes and just sucker punched Israel. No, it was a retaliatory attack of Israel fucking doing strikes inside of Tehran.
Yeah.
The way she makes it sound like is like,
it sounds like they just
bully.
came at them.
The big bully Iran. So Iran launched 2 direct missiles on Israel in 2024, marking significant escalations in the conflict. In April 13th, over 300 drones were fired. Cause of this attack: retaliation for an Israeli strike on the Iranian consulate in Damascus in Syria on April 1st. So Israel attacks the Iranian consulate, kills everybody at the fucking embassy on April 1st, and then 13 days later, Iran attacks.
Right, but it's all Iran's fault.
But it's all Iran's fault. And
Because
guess what?
nobody else has the right to defend themselves.
And 99% of those missiles were shot down.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the greatest.
to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
A number of extra
Ooh, highest priority.
But we would never
experts
be at
thought you
war
would
with
say
Iran.
China. The FBI director had said that. But you said Iran. If that's the case, what do you say to critics who look at the
Christopher fucking Reyes says China. Many experts would think you would say China, but why does she say Iran? Because maybe, hey, listen, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a wild fucking guess and just say she received $10 million from APEC.
I was gonna say it's an extreme, like, you're not beating the
quick guess.
Zionist allegations with that one. Like,
Just a fucking quick
with
guess.
that choice.
But we would be at brunch.
You can still go to brunch. I mean, you know, like, people go to brunch all the time, but it's fine.
the actions of your administration and say you're not acting like Iran is the number one threat?
Well, I will tell you most recently, whether it was in April or in October, and then several hours on each occasion that Iran posed a threat to Israel, I was there. Most recently in the Situation Room, in the most recent attack, working with the heads of our military and doing what America must always do to defend and to support Israel
While the
in
genocide is
its
happening, by the way, this is
requirement to defend itself and to give American
while
support
the genocide is happening.
to be able to allow Israel to have the resources to defend itself against attack, including from Iran and Iran's terrorist proxies in the region.
Right.
And that
But those
is,
proxies were getting
and
funded by
my
Iran.
commitment to that is unyielding and unwavering.
Critics just say that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would happen the exact same way. Like, you know, she's not saying like, yeah, if I get voted in, I'm gonna drop bombs on Iran. Like, you know, I'm gonna let
another video she said
Netanyahu. Did she?
Yes.
I was looking for that, but I couldn't find it. But
I couldn't find it. I should have sent it to you. I should have sent it in an interview, word to word. She said, if Israel is attacked, we will fight Iran.
well, that's it. Like, right. I mean,
So
she
Israel
would
did attack.
do anything like it. The defense of Israel justifies anything, whereas I'm not saying it's hugely different, but Trump just like was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, like that's what I'm saying. It's like, do I think it would have gone down exactly the same? But eventually, yeah,
No.
Israel would have would bomb Iran, they'd bomb back, and then that would bring us into the thing. Like, because I mean, she said it.
What they would do is they would try to at least create a permission structure around it. At least try to manipulate the public. The Trump administration is going like, nah, I don't give a fuck what the public thinks. I'm just gonna go fucking bomb what I want to fucking bomb. Like, I'm not gonna try to create this whole narrative in the people's mind. Like, we gotta go fight, right? No. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. They would at least try to do it.
Matters what she would do, considering
No.
we're in a reality where Trump did it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we already are where we're at, but it's like,
But like, this is the hypothetical they create, though. You know.
yeah.
Like, Kamala would have never done it. No, she would have fucking done it. She would have fucking done it. She did do it.
Yeah.
She did fucking do it. You think Israel moves without telling what the fucking the White House what they want to do? No, the fuck they don't.
No.
You think Israel just up and fucking like didn't inform the Trump White House that they were gonna attack UAE, a fucking American ally? No, they fucking told them. We have anti-aircraft missiles all over. This is where CENTCOM is. Like, you think like any plane just gets to freely fly over CENTCOM? No, it fucking doesn't.
No.
So like like when people make these arguments like, well, Kamala would have never done it. No, you're fucking dumb. She did do it. She actually did do it. She's saying it. I was in those fucking room making those decisions.
I mean, essentially,
So stupid
it
to play this game.
did this exact war happen under the Biden administration? Obviously not. We lived through it, didn't happen. But did Israel commit a genocide that we funded? Yes. Could that have escalated? of course. Like we have no
900
evidence that
shipments.
it wouldn't have escalated to this. So it's
Biden's
the
a rabid
defense of
Zionist.
exactly, and she was willingly part of that administration. And I mean, you
Yeah,
said she accepted apparently an egregious amount of APAC money.
10
So
million.
it's you can say that's evidence in itself that she has those same beliefs. So
Yep.
the quote unquote defense of Israel would have come first to this administration, to her administration as well.
Yes.
And I mean, if we want this to change, putting people like her, these centrist Democrats who like domestically, yeah, I think they're better. Like harm reduction, yeah, they don't cause as much harm as Republicans do. They don't have a worldview as destructive as Republicans do,
Yeah.
but their worldview is still destructive, and we need to
Yep.
acknowledge that. And I mean,
Yep.
we talk about this on this stream all the time, that our point is that we see what America is and we want it to be better.
Yes.
Because we are also patriotic. We live here, we want it to be better. So that's why we're trying to push candidates to the left. It's not because we want to get our way or watch the world burn.
Right.
So.
I just want I was listening to a person, and he was asked literally the most moronic question you could ask anybody. And he was asked, like, well, if the United States gives $10 million to Raytheon, or $10 million to build something, it's still $10 million going into the economy. And I'm sitting there dumb fucking founded, and I'm like, are you a fucking moron? Because if I give a state $10 million and they build a hospitals, you got a hospital. If I give
Right.
Raytheon $10 million to fucking build a MCQ fucking Reaper drone that they crash in the Iranian Sea,
What is that
it's
awkward?
gone.
Like, what's that
It's
doing
gone.
for
Like,
people?
that's
Yeah.
$10 million gone. If they build a fucking a dummy gravity bomb that they give to Israel and they drop it on fucking children in Gaza, nothing comes out of it. Like, it's gone.
Yeah.
At least when you build a hospital, when you build a school, when you build a fucking road, when you build a bridge, when you build a new fucking train station, when you build something new, you got
There's
a fucking
return
asset.
to society.
It's
Yeah.
it's a physical asset that you have,
Yeah.
that your people can fucking use. Yeah, it's $10
That's
million being
crazy.
spent
That's
anyways.
crazy.
Like, how are you not
That's
recognizing
crazy.
that? One, you burn money, and the other one, you build an asset.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
mean,
dumb?
even just giving it to a company like Raytheon, period, is just burning money. Even if they weren't, say you gave it to Tesla instead, like that money is still like, it's not being turned into a bomb and being blown up, but it's still being
Still didn't
burned.
go
You
to
might
you.
as well light it on fire, because now it's just
You gave it to Elon.
going to sit and, yes, make shareholders richer, So like,
It's cash buyback, stock
there's
buybacks.
there's no investing public money into private sectors that is beneficial to the public. Like,
Right.
we've tried this, it doesn't work.
We've done it, and it doesn't work. You're fucking stupid if you think it does. Like,
But
that's the argument.
privatization is,
That was, and I'll be guilty of this. I will be guilty of this. I will freely admit this. When the Republicans, or some Republican, would make an argument to me about, well, we are sending during the Biden administration, we're sending all this money to Ukraine, and a lot of that money is going to be used domestically here. And I was like, well, at least the American economy, like, but little did I fucking not think about, like, yeah, it's being spent here to build fucking Raytheon stockholders more money, like, to give them fucking richer. It's not being done for anything else. It just made Raytheon richer. That's what I fucking did. Yeah, it's American fucking workers. I get that. Sure. Like, but the workers are still striking. They were striking 2 years ago. I saw them with my own fucking eyes because they couldn't get healthcare from fucking Raytheon. So it's just fucking stupid. Like, can we just use the money to build a hospital? and just fund the fucking hospital. It's just stupid. Oh, you're muted. Can't hear you.
Whoops. This is one of those things that makes me feel like maybe I'm the one who's secretly insane. Maybe I just
Yeah.
don't understand because it's like, what am I missing that, you know, we can't just like use our tax money for like for roads and bridges and schools and healthcare. Like,
Right. Why? Why is it so difficult?
I don't know.
Why is that so fucking hard? China used literally what $200 billion over the last like 20 years to build 50,000 kilometers worth of train tracks, so they could connect their entire fucking country to each other.
None of our buddies are here to cheer
Why can't
you
we
on
fucking do that?
for bringing up trains.
Like imagine though, like the $200 million that we burned on this fucking just the first week of the Iran war. It could have connected Washington D.C. from Washington D.C. all the way to Boston, and hit every single major fucking city. We could have built a train track there. Like I could have gone to Washington D.C. in like a matter of 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just spend the fucking day there and come right the fuck back. You know how much economies would like intermingle and shift? How much population? The majority of the fucking population lives on the eastern seaboard.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much of that like revenue generating?
I know that would exactly.
Because I would go there, I would have to
Hugely
eat something.
stimulating
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The business,
I mean,
like imagine I could just somebody from Washington D.C. is like, oh, I want to go to New York today.
Yeah.
Boom, fucking New York in 2 hours.
Can we connect the South so I can go?
Another $200 million, we'll take it all over to fucking Florida. Like, I want to go over to Florida for the weekend. Boom, I'll go to fucking Florida for the fucking weekend.
Would
It's
that
so
be
stupid.
so horrible?
Right. I mean, I don't want to go to Florida. Like, I've boycotted Florida and Texas. I don't want to go.
Well,
go to
maybe
fucking Florida.
if the world, I mean, if the country was different, maybe Florida would be better.
Maybe if they didn't have round.
But you did say that you got like a weird reaction from the water or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe Florida's just off the table.
It's just, no. So like the water tastes funny there, and I read an article that Florida is allowing nuclear waste to be used to build their roads. So I just don't want to be there.
That's interesting.
I just don't
Okay.
want to be there.
Yeah.
And then Texas is using
Too
like
much.
what irrigation water that we looked at, like but in their fields. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm good on that. I
Yeah.
just don't want anything from Texas either. But anyways, there's the bigger video of this, the one Kamala Harris put out of her talking about like, I don't know if you want to pull it up.
The gas prices one?
Yeah, the gas price. It seems like a very campaigny video.
Oh yeah.
100% a
Absolutely.
campaign video. Look at the comments. Like, cause she's putting out this video, right? She's not putting it out for her base. Her base is gonna fucking support her. The Democrats are gonna fuck. You think the Democrats don't know the fucking things, like that things are bad? Like these types of videos only mean one fucking thing, right? Like you're trying to capture some of the independents, some of the Republicans possibly. It's the fucking stupidest fucking tactic that you can use because it didn't fucking work for you. Just look at the fucking comments. Just look at the fucking comments. Like,
Yeah, I actually did see this, and I thought it was wild. It's like, I mean, it's very like a campaigny thing to do. It's like, well, I've never done anything
Who's it for?
wrong. Like, yeah.
Like, it just doesn't
my
make sense.
prediction is that the comments are whatever it's. So are they positive?
No.
Okay.
Like,
'Cause
if you need
my
an
first-
indication,
like some of them, I'm sure would be like yes, she's running. Like we want Kamala.
Nope.
Like but everyone
Not at
else, MAGA's probably like, do you remember what the gas prices were under? I don't know why I did a southern accent, but
we know why you did the southern accent. Look at it.
you and that sack of rotting meat president only cared about trans rights and Zelensky. You didn't do shit except for raise our gas prices and flood illegals into our country. Sit the fuck down. Oh my.
If you needed an example of like maybe you shouldn't run, Here you go. These comments will tell
I
you.
mean, well, if it's just MAGA, then a lot of those could be bots.
But again, like a video like this, like it's not for your base. It is for MAGA. Oh, there it is. Proof. $10 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, see,
Insane.
this is a positive one. People all over the country are struggling. We didn't ask for this war. Thank you, MVP, for using your voice. So, I don't agree with those either.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this? I don't remember gas. I mean, I remember them being high, but I don't remember gas. Like gas.
Probably a picture from like.
I mean, maybe that's like California, right?
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like, so I mean,
That's
it's
not
disingenuous to present that as if it's.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're higher now, but maybe I just wasn't like driving as much. I
don't know. Oh, people are actually like putting in the receipts.
Yeah. 2022. $4.19 a gallon. Where are you from though?
Well, the comment above is, oh, it's South Carolina, I guess. Dina SC. But again, these could be bots. We don't fucking know. But I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
You're not getting a lot of
tell
grace.
me this account got hacked because this is beyond bad. And P.S. Kamala, even half-assing all research could help you because on June 13, 2022, when your VP gas was $4.67 per gallon for regular unleaded gas in North Carolina, that number is higher than the number behind you. In case you're having trouble with that.
It's just like, but you know what I mean? I'm telling you.
Well, this was a problem when she was campaigning and just general messaging during the Biden administration. They weren't acknowledging the cost of living crisis that was genuinely happening.
And they kept telling people that everything is great.
That the economy was great. Yeah, that was, I mean, that was a major problem. Even the things that they were doing well, it's like you have to acknowledge that just because the jobs reports are good or the stock market is good, that doesn't translate directly into how people's lives are.
Right. But it's just, I'm telling you, like you make these videos, do you think you're talking to your base? Your base is not there with you. Maybe you'll get, then you have the name recognition. So you think like, oh yeah. And then like Trump is so unbelievably unpopular. People are looking like, well, yeah, we got to just do a little bit of harm reduction. So you just got to go with it. But it's just like, you have nothing. Anything you say, you have immediate counters to it. Like an immediate counters to it. Like, and if you decide to fucking run on these fucking shitty ass little talking points, like, oh, look at what Donald Trump is doing. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody knew what the fucking Donald Trump was. Everybody knew who he was. He was the change. He did the same fucking messaging in 2016, and he did the same fucking messaging in 2024. The only thing that didn't fucking change is you people. You didn't change from Hillary Clinton. You didn't change from fucking Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And you both fucking lost. All you had to do was just come out there and do a little bit of fucking leftist. When she came out, she was surged so far high. And then she starts fucking talking about, we're going to have the strongest fucking military. We're going to have fucking strongest border. We're going to get Liz Cheney on the fucking, we're going to have some Republicans in there. People are looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I wouldn't have changed anything about what Biden did with Israel. He wouldn't change anything. And I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Like things were still actively developing, and like maybe she can't say so much, but surely you could come up with something. Like, I don't know.
It's just fucking ridiculous. But yeah, there's not much to say about this, really. Like I think if she runs again, 100%. Like if you thought the 2024 election was hard to fucking lose, this one's even harder to lose. But she'll figure out a fucking way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see her run for that reason because it is so like people are so angry at Trump. Yeah. And they're seeing, I mean, he's losing a lot of people. They're seeing that he's not making good on his promises. Like, I would hate to lose that momentum by giving them somebody that they already said they don't want.
Yes.
And that we don't want. Like, a lot of us who did vote for her,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, yeah, there's not really much to say about this except for like to see what happens, and it's even too early to talk about stuff like this. Anyways, um, I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
talk about the delusional
is
thing
it
of the
is kind
Trump,
of crazy
the
that we're
Trump
having
delusion.
this conversation. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so early.
2020 is so far away, politically
Yeah.
speaking.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you want to talk about like the Trump glazing that's going on, like how Trump is playing chess while everybody is fucking eating crayons. You know what I mean? Like that. I've seen so many videos like those too. Like, oh, look at all the tankers coming in. Look at yo, Jay, what's up, man? Look at all the tankers coming in that are docking at the Gulf of Mexico and Louisiana. We're selling all of our oil. Brother, we don't produce enough. First of all,
Right.
we don't produce enough. Those tankers are gonna fucking just sit there.
Right, and we don't, and there's something about the type of oil too that we produce too, right? Like, it's not.
Yeah, yeah. We're the oil that comes out of Iran and the Gulf GCC nations is a lighter oil. It's much lighter. It's more easy to use. The one that comes out of Venezuela and then the one that we have is a much heavier oil. It requires a lot more processing.
And
but we
regardless,
don't-
if we blow through our stockpile, like, what?
yeah. We can't give it. So maybe we can fill one of those tankers once a month. Because those things are huge. They hold like billions of gallons. Like it's fucking insane how much they hold. So you can't fill that much. And again, you think even if we were filling all those tankers that you would be seeing effects here? You think the billionaires are letting you get in on that profit?
Well, the video that you sent, somebody commented, "I'm still waiting on my Joe's check," and I thought that
Right.
was really funny.
Right.
Like,
So I mean, I didn't even want to go like down that route, but like because it's like that's just obviously not going to happen. Like the billionaires will get richer. You think the guy fucking standing at the fucking port pumping that oil, like you think his just because he pumped
no.
a million barrels in 2 ships, you think he's fucking getting paid double that amount in an hour? No, he's still fucking getting paid that. Like nothing is happening there. Like nothing is happening to you, brother. Only thing is you're just gonna have to fucking pay for more, or you're just gonna lose more. But again, we don't produce enough. We don't produce enough to give to the world. We just don't. We just don't do it. It's not something America does. And we still get some oil from the fucking GCC nation. It's only little. It's only 5%, but we still get some. Majority of our oil comes from Canada.
Yeah, I mean, disrupting our supply in any way is obviously going to result in a long-term hike, which is what we're seeing. So
right. But there's I don't know if you want to pull that TikTok up. There's something that interesting that he says too. It's just the mental gymnastics they fucking run through too, you know. So when they're talking about like
on the verge of a second,
it's the beginning part when he's talking about like, well, we got to get rid of these fucking bases somehow.
Independence Day for America here. As Sun Tzu says, if all war is deception, well, Trump deceptively declared his enemy as Iran. This war, though, was Trump going to war literally against the Epstein coalition, the military-industrial complex, and by extension, intelligence agencies. So understand a couple things here. We get less than 5% of our oil from the Middle East. You can thank Ronald Reagan for investing in Canadian oil, as well as George W. and Trump for amplifying that. So less than 5% comes from the Middle East, and that's without even including Venezuela, which we're bringing on.
Not Obama.
We don't need to get oil from the Middle
Obama.
East, but you know who depends on Middle Eastern oil? Europe and China, as well as the country with a blue and white flag. So you also have to understand, what is the military-industrial complex? It's these bases all over Europe and all over the Middle East.
Like they have such leftist views.
it's already, I mean, it's right, but it's so hard to listen to because it's just like, it's just somebody in a cult rationalizing why they're in a cult. It's like, oh, he's like, I know it looks like this. It looks like everything we're against and that he told us he was against, but he's actually like, you don't understand. Like, he's
You
way
just don't
ahead of
get
us in his thinking. Like, you know,
Have you read the comments?
You'll see. I remember the one about
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doge check,
They're
but
great.
he said when running, it's going to hurt at first. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. That
The U.S.
they're
is
gonna
about to
bring
get.
that up. But then it's going to get a whole lot better as I try and fix this. Nobody knew what he was talking about until now.
Mm.
When we're in the thick of it being bad, like, okay, the US is about to get rich. Everyone needs to relax. We had high prices for pretty much everything during Biden years. Trust the process.
Yep. You
Thanks
just
for
don't.
putting this out there. It's so hard to see the big picture through the smoke and mirrors.
Right. Right.
It's too bad most people don't see all of these things happening. Thank you.
You're right.
Like it's frustrating because I can see like people I know who are starting to waver in their thoughts, seeing something like this and being like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, never mind. Like, I'm gonna, like, I can stay loyal. Like, I wasn't wrong. It's just, I just didn't understand for a little bit, you know?
Trump did it a lot quicker than I thought he would, Maggie.
Maggie, what are you talking about? Like, things aren't better yet.
Yeah, but they justify it. Like, it's just, it's insane. It's insane. If he keeps this up, he will be the emperor of Earth.
Crazy.
What Trump did to be top. Love him.
And everyone thought tariffs were endgame. Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. Like, and what's frustrating too is, and I saw Norman Finkelstein do a interview with Breonna Taylor-Joy. I love her too, by the way. He goes, it's frustrating to see the right use leftist talking points to justify the bullshit that they're fucking doing. Right. And it's exactly that same point. Like, yeah, the left wants these fucking the military complex to fucking go away. We don't need 800 fucking bases, dude. It's virtually impossible to invade the United fucking. It's virtually impossible. If you look at the fucking tobacco review of the United States, there's a goddamn Rockies on one side. Before you even get there, 2 fucking vast oceans on each fucking side that takes a long fucking time to traverse, that you would see any Navy coming your fucking way, and you would obliterate that fucking Navy. Even if they were to fucking get through, you have the Rockies, and then you have the fucking Appalachians. How can they get in? They fucking can't. It's impossible. This is such a fucking, like, it's the American fucking hubris. They are impossible to invade, so they think they're untouchable, right? Unless Canada or Mexico turn against us and allow like fucking Russians.
Just allow themselves.
But, like, it's still impossible. It's still fucking impossible.
Right. I mean,
we don't need 800 bases. We need to lessen our fucking bases. We need to come back home, stop paying all of our taxes to these fucking military industrial complex, which again is the base, and the Raytheon and the Lockheeds and the the Andurils and the Palantirs. Like, we don't fucking need to do that. We don't need those. Leave the fucking world to do what the fucking world wants to do. They should have the freedom to do what the fuck they want to do. You don't need to interfere with any fucking corporations. I saw a tweet by Bloomberg talking about how the Ford CEO and all these car manufacturing CEOs are fucking panicking, saying, like, if we allow China to even fucking get a whiff, even a little bit of whiff of the American fucking market, we will completely fucking go under. Oh, so you don't like
we're all itching for it.
Oh, so you don't like the fucking free market principle when it comes to you. Then it's like,
yeah,
oh,
they never really do, right?
So what the fuck do you fucking stand for? It's fucking stupid. Like, it is the fucking stupid. It's the stupidest fucking shit. If you truly believe in free market, let BYD come in. Let Xiaomi come in. Let them come in. See what happens.
Can't take a little competition.
You like competition, right? You talk about capitalism, breeding competition. Let it fucking breed competition. Let's see how you deal with the competition. It's so fucking.
Not what they want though, because they just
It's
want
not
to keep
what
doing their enshittification and making things
Yes.
worse and terrible. And now they want to charge us a monthly subscription for it. You know,
You're
that's they don't
They
want
wanna
to
just
shake that up.
It's true. It's true. Once and you kind of see it with the whole Greenland debacle that was happening a couple months ago. We move on so quick. It's so fucking stupid. Um, when the Empire is done turning those weapons on everybody else, they slowly start to turn it on you. They turn it on your allies and they turn it on their own citizens, and that's exactly what the fuck is happening right now. So we don't need fucking Kamala. That's the whole fucking point.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Alrighty.
I think we can end it here. I think it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We kind
Alrighty.
of covered quite a bit.
I think we did. We covered what we wanted to cover today.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Well, thank you to anyone who joined us today. Shout out to Hamburger Helper for leaving a couple of comments.
Thank you. Thank you for coming by. We love it.
Alrighty. We will see you next Thursday.
Yes, we are back on a regular schedule. I'm feeling a little bit better, and Net's feeling a little bit better. So hopefully nothing happens, and we will be here every Thursday.
Yes, fingers
And
crossed.
we'll keep you guys updated what's happening around the world. Take it easy.
Bye.
Oh.